So today, my little girl, who's a kindergartner, she came running up to me and said, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy, there's some red and blue lights outside." And so I went and looked, and there was a sheriff's truck driving down the highway, which isn't right by our road, but we can see it from where we live. And I said, "Oh, honey, he's just probably pulling someone over or going to a call or something." And she looks up at me, and her face is full of concern, and she says, "Well, are they catching people that are outside?" I don't know what kind of world we're living in now, where our kids are starting to think that the cops are going to drag away people for being outside. I didn't really know what to say to her because I don't even know what the law is anymore. I did manage to say, we live in Montana. These are small communities. I mean, the officers are normally guys we see at our kids' basketball games. I mean, we all know each other. I don't think they're going to be arresting people for going outside. But it just got me thinking, what kind of world are we living in and allowing our kids to live in, where it's questionable whether you should leave your house and you're not under house arrest? And the sad thing is, I feel like people who get how unusual that is are like, yeah, I totally get what you're saying. But I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, this is good. This is fine. This is safety. I don't want my kids to live in a world where they see a police officer and their guts clench up because they don't know if they're doing something wrong. I don't want them to live in that world. And I'm going to say the majority of police officers do not want to be running around monitoring whether people are following some of these ordinances or not. Now, I can't speak for them, obviously, but I grew up, my view of police officers was like Andy Griffith. Like, it wasn't this fear of them. But I think in the past few years, or maybe decades, and I just was late to the game in noticing it, that there's been kind of a militarized viewpoint of the police officers. I think a lot of it has to do with Nixon's prohibition laws that were put into place, the war on drugs. And I think it's created a lot of damage. But man, I know I'm rambling, but I just didn't know what to say to my little girl. I don't know what to say, because in some parts of the country they are arresting people for being outside, and we go by the playground and they have it all taped off like somebody was murdered there. But I guess I just hope they will never forget this, and I know they will never forget this. This has left an impression on them, and I don't know what it was all for, and they don't understand what it was all for. So yeah. I don't even know if I'll put this video up. I just was horrified. Mommy, did they catch somebody outside? Wow. It's unbelievable. So anyway, I guess I don't have anything incredibly clever to say about that. Just absolutely incredible.